Hello, I'm Dr. Lance Morris, and welcome to my weekly YouTube post. This is number 28 of a sequential ongoing series. Remember when I said in an earlier post that despite the overwhelming evidence that humans are evil, that in my heart, I don't believe it. I want to clarify that my reference to belief as the reason is actually not accurate. I've suggested that humans are inherently good as opposed to evil. My foundation is derived from my personal, transcendent, experiential connection with self and others. This is exemplified by my experience with the Marshall Tucker Band. In this expanded state of consciousness, I observed a consistent state of unconditional love. This is a waveform passing through and between everybody. In this space, we are timeless and no longer bound by our physical shell and its web of karma. In this space, we know who we are. We have clarity of vision and purpose. That vision and purpose is intuitive and divinely guided. This guidance comes from outside STEM, space, time, energy, and matter. Polarity, manifest as yin and yang, or a positive or negative charge, is the unconditional wave of love manifesting into its dichotomous state throughout all polarized dimensions. Attributes of right or wrong, good or evil, are constructs, fabricated images made by Be Me, the acronym I use for body, ego, mind, and identity. We activate the constructs by imbuing them with a negative emotional charge, fear, anger, grief, sadness, distrust, and disgust. We also activate these constructs with mental value judgments, specifically and exclusively shame, blame, and guilt. All these emotions and judgments are self-created and supported and sustained through the consensual validation of others. Choosing to perceive and interact in polarized dimensions based on identification of good and evil is to choose a life of karma, cut off from transcendent divine guidance. The guidance that comes to us from beyond STEM. To be clear, this is the human condition. We spend life after life in the realm of experience, and our constructs of good and evil as a training ground to eventually break free to an awareness of our polarized universe as an energetic balance between a positive and negative charge. This awareness is the stepping stone into a transcendent, non-polarized state of being. In this state, having no polarity, we can no longer use polarized reference points inherent in all human languages to frame where we are. If STEM, space, time, energy, and matter, only exist in dimensions that are polarized, where are we if we are outside STEM? As we ponder this question, the obvious conclusion is nowhere. Poetically, we call this the no-thing realm. Think about this state leaves us in a void. No actual words or thoughts can satisfactorily explain what I'm alluding to. Trying to use polarized tools like language can only give us clues or hints, but never true understanding. So many spiritual teachers and gurus suggest that the pinnacle of human consciousness is entering into union with the universal mind. And the suggestion that universal mind may be a synonym for God. I would concur that universal mind is the pinnacle of the mental domain or plane of existence. But no mind or thought can penetrate the barrier of STEM. Attempts to describe or explain a space outside STEM will always fall short. The only true coin is direct, personal, transcendent experience. My work and teachings offer a tool bag for those so inclined. As consciousness expands in larger and larger concentric rings, the data stream is expanding. Each expanding ring does not negate or invalidate any of the smaller previous rings. Let's use a real-world example to illustrate. In terms of the properties of matter, as we move inwardly, we move from objects to cells. The presence of cells does not negate the presence of an object or body. It's merely additive. Traveling deeper, we come to molecules. The presence of molecules does not negate the presence of cells. It as well is merely additive. From atoms to electrons, protons, neutrons, and quarks, we continue deeper inward. We continue to pass through ever-expanding concentric rings of expanding knowledge. In terms of the nature of matter and objects, there is a general scientific consensus that the above model is correct. From psycho-spiritual perspective, the fundamental difference between the physical level of nature and the subatomic particle level of matter is the frequency or vibratory rate. This is the inherent difference not only of all physical dimensions, but all non-physical dimensions as well. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now.